So how do we get from Lowe's from here?
Oh, wait, what?
How do we get to Lowe's from here? Hey guys, I'm Lance.
I'm Platt.
And we are Stuck in Traffic. Basically, we just want to give you a few stories that you can talk about in the coming weekend, so that you have something to chit-chat with, I guess.
You have a mint in your mouth, don't you?
I have a mint in my mouth. I have a mint in my mouth. Nah. YOLO.
This is a show where Lance does more talking than driving.
What's that?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's a transformer.
Dude, aliens.
Oh, aliens, UFOs.
That reminds me.
Wow. Okay, that reminds me. Did you hear about the UFO story? So, I don't know if you guys heard, but there was these UFO photos released in the recent Snowden documents. Basically, it's part of this PowerPoint presentation by the government spy agency called Government Communications Headquarters. And what it is in a few of these slides, there's pictures of UFOs. Now, some people are freaking out, saying, hey, it's evidence of UFOs, but that's not actually the point of this presentation. Apparently, the point of this presentation is it's instructing spies showing them guidelines for how to spread lies on the internet. Now, they're saying this as a way for the spies to basically inject material for other people and other organizations to basically discredit them. And it's also seen as a way to manipulate public beliefs for the government's benefits, which I thought was really interesting.
There were a few interesting things from it. I thought the first thing to note is that it was a British spy agency that created these PowerPoints and were using them. The other thing was that all of the UFO photos that they were using were old photos. I mean, they've been discredited a long time ago. So the point of the presentation had nothing to do with the UFOs themselves. It was all about the power that the belief in UFOs can have. That was Lowe's.
Oh, shit. Oh, well, I guess we're getting food. We are nailing these transitions.
Yeah. Basically, guys, Russia.
So I don't know if you guys have been keeping up to date with what's going on in Ukraine, but recently Russia sent in troops into the Ukraine. Now, Russia said that they're not actually Russian troops, they're just local self-defense troops. They're just there to protect the Russian citizens that they have in the Crimean Peninsula, which is where Russia sent troops. According to Ukraine, there's actually 16,000 troops. So it's really up in the air. Nobody really knows exactly how many. On the toes of that, John Kerry has visited the Ukraine, and he was quoted to say that it's not okay for somebody to invade a country and at the end of a barrel of a gun dictate what they want to achieve. Which is interesting because Putin replied to that, saying that he thinks that Russia is completely justified in doing this, and he brings back the fact that let's look at what the U.S. did in Iraq, in Afghanistan, and Libya, and it's basically the same thing. That's what he's likening it to, which is a really interesting take on the matter, and I think is a valid point. There's a lot of tension brewing in Russia right now, and Russia and Ukraine, and we're still waiting with bated breath to see what's going to come of the situation. I don't know, what else do you have to add to that?
I guess the U.S. has offered $1 billion worth of aid. The European Union has offered $15 billion worth of aid to Ukraine.
Yep.
Oh, just today, the Crimea is now considering pulling away from Ukraine and joining Russia. Bitcoins!
Oh, did you see that Flex? That was a really good trade. That was nailed it. Anyway, did you see that Flexcoin shut down this past week? They lost about 896 Bitcoins. Well, not about, exactly 896 Bitcoins, which is valued at more than $600,000. And this comes a mere week after Mt.Gox, which is another Bitcoin exchange, lost $425 million worth of Bitcoin. Basically, all this speaks to the volatility of the Bitcoin market and of cryptocurrencies in general.
That's part of the reason, right? More risk, more reward. That's part of the reason a lot of people have made money from it.
Right.
It's also a lot of the reason a lot of people have lost money from
Exactly.
Bitcoins.
So that's the news for today, guys. So if you tell us what you think of our channel. This is our first video.
I can't tell if this guy's joking or not.
What the hell? Although there are weights in that vest. It's a training vest.
He was fit, but he ran awkwardly.
Well, because he's wearing a training vest.
I don't care.
You have to run awkwardly in a training vest.
I don't care.
There's no other way to run in a training vest. It's obnoxious.
I look like a gazelle in one.
Do you?
Yeah.
I feel like that's not true. Okay, anyway. is our first video, guys. I hope you guys learned some really interesting and valuable facts about what's going on recently.
Or not.
Or not, yeah.
Or at least entertained.
Yeah, entertained. So anyway, comment below, like us, or if you like us, and subscribe if you want to see more videos. That's about it.
Yep.
Bye, guys.
Later. Hey, she's... Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah.
I can't tell.
It's hard to tell. Is this going to be eternally red?